Okay, so right now I'm going to be doing a simple staining technique with methylene blue, and it's a positive or direct staining method. This will allow us to see the shapes and the arrangement of the bacteria we're using, which for this was actually my heat fixed slide from the previous video. Which was Bacillus cereus. So this is the slide we're going to be using for this again. So again, I would make sure that I used aseptic technique. I would wear a lab coat. I would prepare my workspace with germicide beforehand. I have my gloves on. I would make sure my hair is pulled back, closed-toed shoes, make sure there's no holes and everything in my clothes. And make sure that everything is clean beforehand. So I would prepare myself in my workspace. I do have the picture of the staining tray and the side clip on my screen here. So I would be using that. I will always also be using methylene blue, which is right there. That's the water bottle for rinsing. There's the bibulus paper, the slide box, the stain collection vessel, the germicide. I do have paper towels, and there's my biohazardous waste. So from here, like I said, I'll be using this fixed slide. Oh, and also I have my pretend staining tray. So that's what I will be using for my pretend staining tray. Okay, so first I would place the smear side up on top of the staining tray, face up, and then I would use my methylene blue, and I would put several drops on there. Right now I do have water, which I'll use that just to kind of pretend. So kind of get that all over. So then we would let that stand for 1 minute, and this is called flooding the smear. So now after that, after it's been 1 minute, you would hold the slide at the frosted end, which is what I have. So I have it at the frosted end. But I would be holding it with my side clip also to not get stain on me. Even though I have gloves on, try to stay away from that. I would angle this down so that the stain runs into the tray, which it's doing. And then I would rinse the slide gently, and I'll pretend again this is my bottle. So I would gently pour water on and let it run off. It's going to stream into the tray. And then this is when I would use my bibulus paper to dry it off. I would kind of put it in between the paper, dry it, or I would let it air dry. So this has to be completely dry for it to be, you'd be successful in viewing it under the microscope. The magnification that we would use is the 1000 times magnification. And then after that, I would sketch my results. So then after this, I would decontaminate my workspace again. Any utensils, any pens or pencils that I would use in this lab, I would leave here in the lab. And I would pour the fluid from my tray. I would put it into the stain collection vessel, which I showed you in the beginning. For disposal. And then I would also, as long as I was done with the slide, I would put it in my biohazardous waste. So that is it for this video, and the next 3 videos will be coming.